66 million years ago, a shadow fell across the Earth. An asteroid, 6 miles wide, struck our planet with the force of billions of atomic bombs. The impact triggered a global cataclysm. Tsunamis ravaged coastlines, wildfires consumed continents, and a thick veil of dust and soot plunged the world into a freezing, sunless winter that lasted for years. This was the Cretaceous Paleogene extinction event, the day the dinosaurs died. It wiped out 75% of all species on Earth. The undisputed rulers of the planet, for over 150 million years, were gone in a geological instant. But this was not the end of life's story. It was the beginning of a new chapter. When the dinosaurs vanished, life didn't give up. It adapted, evolved, and started again, smaller, smarter, and hungrier for opportunity. As the fires subsided and the long night of the impact winter descended, the world belonged to the survivors. While giants fell, the meek inherited the Earth. And among the most successful survivors were our ancestors, the mammals. For millions of years they had lived in the shadows of the dinosaurs, mostly as tiny nocturnal creatures scurrying through the undergrowth. Their humble lifestyle became their salvation. Their small size meant they needed far less food to survive in a barren world. Many were burrowers, able to shelter underground from the searing heat of the initial blast and the subsequent freezing cold. They were warm-blooded, a crucial advantage that allowed them to stay active in the chilling temperatures. And, perhaps most importantly, they had flexible, omnivorous diets. While specialized dinosaurs starved, early mammals could feast on anything they found: insects, roots, seeds, or the remains of the dead. Among these tenacious survivors were creatures like the multituberculates, rodent-like mammals that not only survived the extinction, but thrived in its aftermath. There was Didelphodon, a fierce, possum-sized marsupial predator, and Protungulatum, a small, unassuming creature that may be the ancestor of all placental mammals living today, from whales to you and me. These animals were not just holding on, they were poised on the starting line of an evolutionary race, waiting for the world to heal. They were the architects of a new age, carrying the spark of life through Earth's darkest hour. As the dust settled and sunlight finally returned, the planet began its slow recovery. This new era, the Paleocene Epoch, was a world of opportunity. The ecological stage had been cleared of its lead actors, leaving countless roles open for the taking. And the mammals seized their moment. In the first few million years after the dinosaurs' demise, life exploded in a frenzy of evolutionary experimentation. The world became a laboratory, and mammals went wild. Fossil evidence from this period is simply staggering. Within just 1 million years, the diversity of mammal species tripled. In North America alone, over 100 new species appeared. They weren't just diversifying, they were growing. In just 10 million years, the maximum body size of mammals increased 1,000-fold, from the size of a rat to that of a pig. The once empty forests and plains were now home to a bizarre and wonderful new cast of characters. Creatures like Plesiadapis, an early primate-like mammal, took to the trees, their grasping hands and feet exploring the arboreal niches once dominated by birds and small dinosaurs. On the forest floor, small carnivores like Similestes hunted the burgeoning populations of insects and smaller mammals, taking on the role of predators. And for the first time, large herbivores began to appear. Ectoconus, one of the first large-bodied plant-eaters of the new era, lumbered through the recovering woodlands. In a blink of geological time, mammals went from hiding underground to dominating every continent. They were no longer just survivors. They were the new sovereigns of a reborn Earth. As the planet continued to warm, entering the Eocene epoch around 56 million years ago, the mammalian revolution shifted into an even higher gear. Global temperatures soared, becoming 8 to 10 degrees Celsius warmer than today. Lush tropical jungles spread from pole to pole, and life flourished in the oceans. This hothouse world was the perfect incubator for the next stage of mammalian evolution, the Age of Giants. Having conquered the land, mammals began to evolve into truly massive forms, filling the enormous ecological shoes left by the dinosaurs. One of the first of these new titans was Coryphodon, a hippo-sized herbivore that roamed the swampy forests of the northern hemisphere. It was one of the largest land animals the world had seen since the extinction. But the land wasn't the only frontier. Some mammals ventured back into the water, giving rise to one of the most incredible evolutionary stories of all time. The seas, once ruled by marine reptiles like the mosasaurs, were now home to giants like Basilosaurus. Despite its name, it was no lizard. It was an early whale, a fearsome predator over 50 feet long, its serpentine body a testament to the radical adaptability of mammals. Back on land, the plains were stalked by giants like Brontotherium, a rhinoceros-like behemoth with a massive, forked horn on its nose. During the Eocene, mammals conquered every ecological niche available: land, sea, and even air, with the evolution of the first bats. They developed specialized teeth for new diets, complex social structures, and laid the foundations for the world we know today. But the rise of mammals wasn't just a story of size and brawn. It was a story of brains. While the dinosaurs' long reign was often characterized by immense power and physical dominance, the mammals' success was increasingly driven by intelligence and adaptability. As they spread across the globe and into new environments, they evolved larger brain-to-body size ratios. This cognitive leap allowed for more complex behaviors. They developed sophisticated social structures, cooperative hunting strategies, and advanced parental care, ensuring their young had a better chance of survival. This emphasis on brain power set the stage for the most intelligent lineage of all, the primates. The fossil record of the Eocene is rich with our early relatives. Creatures like Adapis and the famous fossil Ida show us the first steps of primate evolution, with forward-facing eyes for depth perception and grasping hands for life in the trees. We also see the humble beginnings of other modern marvels. Pachycetus, a four-legged, wolf-like land animal, was living on the shores of ancient seas, wading into the water for food. It was the land-walking ancestor of all whales and dolphins. Every mammal alive today, from the elephant to the shrew, the bat to the blue whale, and from our primate cousins to us, carries the genetic legacy of those tenacious survivors who endured the darkest winter Earth has ever known. Our own story began in the rubble of their fallen world. The end of the dinosaurs was not life's finale. It was life's greatest transformation. The story of the mammal's rise is a powerful testament to nature's incredible resilience. It shows that even from the most catastrophic destruction, life doesn't just recover. It innovates, it diversifies, and it finds new, extraordinary ways to flourish. Extinction, as devastating as it is, resets the evolutionary clock, opening doors that were previously closed and paving the way for new dynasties to emerge. The Age of Mammals was born from fire, ash, and ice. From that profound darkness came warmth, fur, family, and intelligence. The world was remade, not by giants of scale, but by giants of spirit and adaptability. And eventually, from that remarkable lineage of survivors, came us. We are all children of the apocalypse. Thank you so much for joining us on this journey through deep time. If you are fascinated by this story of survival and rebirth, please hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more adventures into the epic history of life on Earth. And let us know in the comments which prehistoric creature you'd like us to explore next. We'll see you in the next one.